Young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yeah.
Tired of being played out. Yeah. Like, all of this is weird. And it's just, it's the symbolism, it's all of that. I'm tired of Usher. I wish somebody would come out and just sue him. Like, we need Usher sued. No, we do. We need a victim to come out and be honest about him. Because what I'm realizing is that he's gonna fake the funk into the victim, man. He's just gonna keep on sucking the devil's. And I don't know, with a baby, that pacifier, sometimes you gotta pull it out. You know what I'm saying? And take it away, right? When the baby's used to sucking on the pacifier.
We are told that Justin Bieber and Usher, who used to be very close, really got into it. There are people who are telling us that they're hearing that there was actually a fist fight between the two.
And this was at one of the Oscars after party.
We thought we had seen it all after 50 Cent dropped Diddy, The Reckoning. But now, sources are saying that was just the tip of the iceberg. Because allegedly, 50 is going deeper. And this time, the names getting pulled in are Usher and Justin Bieber. And what's being hinted at is disturbing. There are claims that Justin once left a Diddy party bleeding after something involving Usher. Now fast forward to March, at a private Oscars after party hosted by Beyonce and Jay-Z. Usher and Justin reportedly got into a heated confrontation. Some say it turned physical. Others say it didn't go that far. But one thing everyone agrees on? The tension was real. And insiders claim it may be tied to their past connections with Diddy. Others suggest something completely different. A rumored $25 million financial situation involving Justin, Usher, and Scooter Braun.
The fight allegedly happened at the gold party, and it was because Justin, remember he sued Scooter Braun, and then said that Scooter Braun, his manager, owed him money. Turns out that Justin Bieber, after they did a forensic analysis of the finances, actually owed Scooter Braun money. So he sued, lost, and owed him money. Now apparently, because he was suing Scooter Braun because he said that Scooter Braun, his manager, was stealing millions. Turns out, matter of fact, he owed Scooter Braun $25 million and had to cough that up. I think they settled on a small amount, but Usher was actually a part of that deal too. So when Justin lost after suing Scooter, the manager, he lost. Some of the money was owed to Usher as well because Usher was responsible for, finding him. So he get like a little finder's fee.
Then 50 Cent made things even more intense. He reposted what many believe was a generated image of the alleged fight with a chilling caption. "I was a baby. Why you let him do that to me?" And that line, it hit people hard. Because for years, there have been whispers about how Diddy mentored Usher. And how that same cycle may have continued with Justin. Names like Cat Williams, Jaguar Wright, and Terrence Howard have all made claims about what really goes on behind the scenes. Allegations involving manipulation, control, and blurred lines between mentorship and something darker.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that.
Sorry. No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy.
Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
Some even claim Justin Bieber was not just present, but a victim. And that those infamous 48 hours he spent with Diddy, without parental supervision, weren't random. They were allegedly the beginning of something much deeper.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So yeah, and we gonna go full crazy. Crazy.
According to insiders, that moment was just the start.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real.
Now here's where things get even more interesting. Fans believe this is the real reason Justin turned down performing with Usher at Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. The internet was convinced he would show up. The timing made perfect sense. The hype was insane. But it never happened. Days later, Usher went on The Breakfast Club and kept things polite. No drama, no bad blood. Just, it didn't work out. But behind the scenes, a different story was being told. Reports claimed Usher pushed hard for Justin to join him. And Justin simply said no.
It might have been the fact that he was just, you know, wanting to tell a different story right now, and I understand that. But we did have a brief conversation, and you know, we're gonna do something else in the future. But there's no love lost or anything like that. I think that it's a lot of pressure for the Super Bowl, obviously, for me to put together a show. So I reached out to everybody. Justin wasn't the only person that I actually spoke to about doing the Super Bowl, but the moment was maybe for later.
On the surface, maybe Justin just wasn't ready. His health journey has been very real. But online, people started asking a different question. Who turns down the Super Bowl? Jaguar Wright didn't hold back. She suggested the answer might not be about health, but about history. Then even more claims surfaced, including statements from Suge Knight, describing troubling situations involving young artists and powerful industry figures. Now, to be clear, Knight is a controversial source, but he's not the only one making these claims.
One person didn't know what the saddest thing in the world is what they did to Justin Bieber.
What was that?
That's sad.
What'd they do to him? Because there's a lot of speculation out there, but nobody. I mean, I've heard things, but what did they really do to him?
That's what.
When he was a kid.
I hate to say that. But I hate to say that because I really like Justin Bieber. I feel bad for Justin Bieber. And this wouldn't have happened if Justin Bieber came from a wealthy family. Justin Bieber pretty much came from a poor family, but the young man was so talented, and he could have been bigger than Michael Jackson. But the question of the stuff he allowed these grown men to do to this little boy is unhealthy. It's tough.
So when Justin saw that Super Bowl invite, some believe he wasn't just turning down a performance, he was turning down a reunion with someone he may no longer trust. And that theory only got louder after the Oscars after-party incident. Reports from TMZ confirmed a confrontation. Details vary, but the tension, undeniable. And hovering over all of it is Diddy's name. Now with 50 Cent stepping in, things are only getting louder. Because if there's one thing 50 does, it's speak his mind. So now the question is, what do you think is really going on here? Is this all coincidence? Or something much bigger behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you think this story is wild, just wait until what comes next.